Hello everybody, and welcome on in. I hope you all are having a good week so far. What day is it even? Thursday? Yeah. For some reason I thought it was Friday. I don't know why. Been losing track of time lately. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming in. Young, it's good to see you, man. Let's go! Yeah, today, I was really indecisive, honestly, about what I wanted to stream. But ultimately, I established, or, you know, I decided on Borderlands. And I was just strictly going to farm for some more Iridian gear, which I think I'm still going to do that, but, you know, I think I'm just going to do all sorts of farming today. We'll just kind of see, though, you know? But I'd like to farm for some Iridian gear, Crom racks, armory, you know. We'll see if we can get around all three today. But, that's why I just put Borderlands farming shenanigans. Because I wanted to farm stuff today. I just didn't know exactly what I was going to farm. And I didn't really want to just put one thing, like, oh, you know, Borderlands Crom racks farming, and that's the whole thing. Because I'm probably going to want to do more than that. And yeah, that makes sense. So I don't know. I'm still kind of indecisive. You guys can also tell me what you'd like to see me farm today. I was also maybe thinking about going and trying to farm for like a, you know, a hybrid or something, you know. I was kind of thinking about that. Something I talked about in one of my previous streams. And it kind of got me, you know, interested in doing that again. Potentially, just going for those hybrids that I have yet to get. Including the Dove Hornet. Ugh. Much as I do not want to farm for that, but it might be kind of fun to do on stream, just for fun, you know, as long as I don't take it too seriously. Julian, how are you doing? What are we farming? Like I said, just kind of anything, just whatever, you know, whatever I feel like it, or whatever I feel like. Like I said, you guys can also suggest stuff as well. Anyway. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. Go ahead and turn this down. There we go. Love me the Shantae OST, by the way. Although I'm really sad that because if some of you may actually not be aware if you haven't followed me on Twitch. Last weekend I streamed on Twitch, just to kind of try it out. Go ahead and start the game up. There we go. Put myself on the screen. There we are. But yeah, I did a little bit of streaming over on Twitch. That is actually not the right input. Oh, not that one either. There we go. And you know, just to kind of test the waters a little bit, see how it would go. And it went actually pretty all right. But what was I actually getting? What was the whole point of me mentioning this? I guess I was just gonna mention that. I don't know. But those of you who aren't following me on Twitch already, there is a link in the description, because I do plan on eventually switching over to Twitch, hopefully permanently for the streams. And don't worry, the YouTube content will still, you know, like as far as like the videos and stuff, that will still be rolling out every so often. I'm not, you know, obviously going to completely abandon my YouTube channel, as I once have done several times in the past. No, I've never really abandoned it, but you know, I've taken very long hiatuses. Anyway, man, it is windy out there today.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody.
And there's like a wind warning in effect over here. Alright, let's see. What character, though? God, I just need to get a level 610 Mordecai. Every time I go into this character select screen, you know, and I just think about that. I'm like, man, I'm just missing Mordecai, you know? I have every other character at max level, including Blitz, where he's at. Yeah, right here. But not Mordecai. I have 2 Mordecais, as you can see, that are almost there. But jeez, yeah, I need to get going on that. Maybe I'll do that next. I don't know. Might be fun to do a little bit more brick. We'll do some Siren again. Why not? I do think I am going to start out with some Iridian weapons farming, by the way. And then we'll maybe switch over to Cromrax. But if you guys have any other suggestions, I'd be glad to hear it. Even if it's just like, oh, go farm a hybrid or something. Maybe I'll do that too in this stream. I don't know. That might be more towards the end, just as like a kind of an extra fun thing to do. You know, just for lulz. I don't know. I don't want it to take up like a lot of the stream though. I worry that that's not very entertaining to watch. You know, that was something I brought up before. Just when I brought up the whole hybrid weapons farming thing. I just worry that it might not be that exciting to watch, you know. But that would be up to you guys to decide. Because ultimately you guys are the ones watching, not me. Bone Duster. You know what? That sounds like fun. Now I can actually pull out some of the other weapons, because I'm not fucking farming Cromrax for a second. Which is nice. I can kind of mix it up again. Let's do the Komodo. I haven't done that. I'm gonna kind of do some weapons that I don't use a lot, although I do use the Bone Duster quite a bit, but let's see. What else? Maybe 2 pearls, maybe 2 legendaries. Let's do the Hitman. And what else? The Reckoner sounds fun. We'll do that. Zorn Blitz, critical hit damage, ammo regen. I think we'll do a class mod I don't usually use. Why do I have this? I need to sell that. Hold on a second. I'm missing a class mod for Lilith. Still, apparently. One of the pearlescent comms from the arsenal. I only have 2 of 3. Because there's 3 there's 3 legendaries and 3 pearls when it comes to class mods from the arsenal, and I only have 2 of the pearls. Interesting. Because this is for Mordecai. So, what even is the one I'm missing? Well, shit. We'll do the Schrodinger. I don't really remember what the Schrodinger does, but we'll use that. Crater Vial. No, we want to use the Mediocre Vial. And then let's do the Kraken. That sounds fun. Also, what about shields? What do we got? Supernova. Ooh, movement speed. That might be kind of fun. Large Unison Nova. Elemental Nova. Ooh, Punchline. That might be really nice with the Reckoner, because as you can see, this thing has plus 250% melee damage, plus the additional 200% melee damage that the Punchline has. And I think I have skills that increase melee damage. So does the Schrodinger doesn't she have a... She had skills. There's this one. Increase melee damage, or am I just misremembering? Maybe I'm just thinking of Mordecai. I might be. Using a melee attack while phase walking deals additional damage. Well, that's not what we want, though. I guess... Because that's not using the Reckoner. Okay.
Report. You can go.
Whoa! Oh yeah, this is what the Schrodinger does. I forgot about this. Oh, that's sick. You just spawn like a doppelganger kind of yourself. Well, like a shadow version of yourself. That's cool. Well, we should probably equip this in combat, so yeah. Let's see, we gotta actually figure out where I'm gonna go next. I think I am gonna farm enemies in this DLC though, that kind of sounds fun. What do you guys think? Also, I hope the chat is working right now. Whoops, what am I doing? Actually, let's go to the Claptrap DLC. Let's do that. I haven't been there for a minute. Or the Underdome. That might be fun. It is kind of fun to farm weapons in the Underdome. Like custom gear. I think it's the perfect place for that. But I think we are just going to go to the 4th DLC. For now. What do I got again? Bone Duster. What Komodo do? Oh yeah. Nice. I like the ricocheting shots. Corrosion. I like that. That's gonna really shred these claptraps. Let's go over here to Hyperion Dump. I want to blast somebody with a Bone Duster though, that's what I really want to do right now. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, have I missed this thing? Ooh, flatline though. Let's see. And yes, I still haven't got a new controller yet, so I got the stupid drift. I need to buy one. I'm gonna be honest though, I just keep forgetting to do that. Because I have like long stretches of time where I don't even come out here to my studio during the week. And then that's kind of how I forget. I'll try to remember after this stream though. Oh, I love the Bone Duster. Special effect is awesome too. Oh, I just look at that. Oh. Oh, you guys should clip that. That was awesome. Fucking love this thing. It's too much fun. Oh yeah, we need to unequip the thing so I can show you guys the Schrodinger. Let's see. I think I just gotta unequip it and then re-equip it. There we go. And it should just, there we go. Yep. Nice. Look at this. Look at this shit. I don't know how TCD actually managed to make this, but it's so cool. Wait, whoa, hold on, I got several? We got like an army going on? Okay. Don't remember that. It has been a while since I've used this. I actually, like I said, I kind of forgot that was a thing. Ooh. Quick draw, nice. Plus 200% melee damage. That might be kind of fun. We'll pick it up for now. I don't know if I already have a quick draw. Oh, shit. You know what I want to try is the Kraken. Oh! Fuck. That was, yeah. Note to self, do not use the Kraken up close. Shit. Alright. Can I even use... Yeah, you can only use the Kraken once you have, like, all of your, like, your full-on grenade ammo. Oh, what is that? Ooh, a Phrygia. Dude, we're getting all sorts of stuff here. Phrygia, that's a grenade. I don't... Yeah, I don't have a Phrygia on this character. That's exciting. Look at that. Still no, well... Yeah, I haven't seen any Viridians yet. Maybe I've been missing them, though. I gotta be paying attention. To things other than legendary, like... What's that? Oh, that's just... okay. There we go. Nice. Just fucking blowing him away. Keith, what's up, man? All right, where's the Komodo? Let's use this. Yeah, I knew this thing was gonna just devastate these guys. Ooh, Steve. Where's the actually? You know what? I want to try this this melee. See this melee damage. Nice. Again, we have like plus 400% melee damage right now, or plus 450% or something like that. So pretty devastating stuff. I can only imagine how effective this would be on Mordecai with Lethal Strike, though. Just like one-shot everything. Oh, that just sounds so much fun. I gotta do some Mordecai, man. I know I'm missing out. It's kind of crazy that I still haven't actually gotten a Mordecai to max level in this game with all the time that I have on this fucking game. Don't know what's wrong with me. I love how my Schrodingers are just putting in the work over here, though. Oh, minions. Sick a minion! Nice. Look at that. And this thing has some pretty good... that fire rate, though. Oh, hell. Ooh. Is that one badass dude's respawn? I can't remember. I don't think he does. The boss guy. I don't think he does. Unless they killed him. I don't know. Now, do these guys just sit around here? I think they do. I don't know if they follow me. That's kind of why you have to re-equip it, which is a little annoying, but... Quick Draw is one of the legendaries that I never saw before. Is it a pretty rare? Well, that is a, it's a legendary from the Arsenal mod. That might be why you haven't seen it. I'm not sure, though, if you're, you know, thinking it's from the vanilla game or not, though, but... But you know, in terms of just like Arsenal legendaries, it's not that rare. I mean, I don't know. But then again, honestly, like getting anything in the Arsenal at this point it kind of just is. I mean, the loot pool is just so massive. There's like 200 or 200 plus items in the Arsenal at this point. So I guess really anything can be kind of rare. Just depends on your luck. What the game is willing to give you, you know? Ah, what the hell? I'm like stuck in this fucking thing. So there could be like long stretches where you don't get what you want just because the loot pool is just so vast. You know what I mean? Because that is like, again, 200 plus weapons and items that have a chance to drop. And the game has to kind of pick from one of those 200 things. So I guess you have like a 1 in 200 chance or something of getting what you want. And I know it's more than 200 at this point, I think, but I know it's like over 200. I just don't know the exact number. Serper. I want to go up and fucking hit this guy in the head. Come on, get him in the head. God, the only problem with melee in this game is that it can be a little awkward. There we go. Just hitting where you want to hit. Like you'll be aiming for the head, but your character will somehow like miss. Like I feel like the hitbox is a little wonky with melee. Like you need to aim maybe a little higher than you think you need to aim. If that makes sense. Let's actually pull out that quick draw. Where is that? I might even have a better one. Quick draw, where is it? Let's see. I guess I don't, but this unfortunately isn't like the best quick draw, but we can still try it. Whoa. Not sure why the screen was like black and white there for a second. That's weird. What the hell? Is that like a quick draw effect? I do not remember that at all. For some reason I thought the quick draw like was really fucking fast. Ooh, there's an Iridium. The Overcharger. Damn it. Well, this is a little disappointing. I think it actually has a different effect. For some reason I just thought the fire rate was really good on this thing. It's fine, you know. But I think it's just that it has like a really fast... Yeah, so you pull it out like extremely quickly. I mean, hence, I guess the name Quick Draw. I figured that. Alright, I'm gonna try this out though. Wait, does that say plus 400% corrosive melee damage? Oh my god, dude. So I can try this. Oh. Now imagine this versus those cloud traps. Holy hell. And again, this is on top of the melee damage buff from my shield. So that's like 600% melee damage. I think, something like that. Borderlands 1 turning into a classic Japanese samurai movie. Some people are already talking about Resident Evil 9. I'm hoping it'll be good. A good game. Yeah. Me too. I mean, judging from the quality of Capcom's games for like the last however many years, I'm sure it'll be great, but I don't know. I'm really hoping they do Resident Evil 9 next and not another remake, just because. Yeah, I want to have the next, you know, entry in the series, and I really want Leon to come back. I want Leon and Jill to make a return in the next game. And I'd like Leon and Jill to actually meet. That'd be awesome. Also want Ada to return. Maybe some fucking romance between Ada and Leon for once. It's not like, you know, I don't know. Ah, shit. It's not Ada leaving Leon hanging for the whole the whole game. Ah, shit. Come on. There we go. That was kind of lucky. Oh shit, I forgot I had the oh, I forgot I had the Kraken. That's what the Kraken does, by the way. I mean, it just like uses all your grenades and they just go fucking flying out of you. And they're all bouncy and they do a lot of damage. Oh my god. Just launching people with this thing is such a treat. Such a delight. That guy just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. Alright, where's this corrosive melee damage boost here? I want to try this. Look at that. Look at that shit. That wasn't even a crit. I feel like hitting these guys in the eye with melee is particularly difficult, given the janky hitbox. Kinda wish the weapon itself was corrosive, though. Doesn't seem like it is. Just the melee damage, which is actually kind of cool. I feel like that's not something you normally see on weapons in this game. But then again, I don't think weapons usually have elemental melee in this game. Fuck you guys. Celestial Flinger. Ooh. But I haven't even got to try the Hitman yet. Hold on. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. Oh, look at that. So like just the hip fire is like an assault rifle machine gun type thing, and then when you aim it like lobs these big projectiles. That's pretty neat. I I like that. Got like an alt fire. Bro, this mod just straight up puts the Bone Duster from Bulletstorm in this game. Yep, pretty much. Like it's like a 1-to-1 version of the Bone Duster, basically. It's crazy. I don't know how TCD managed to do that, but yeah. Pretty wild. Always makes me want to play Bulletstorm again, just using the Bone Duster in this game. Haven't played that in quite a while. I used to actually stream that game quite a bit. I don't know if any of you guys were there for that. I think that was over on Twitch mainly, though. Back when I was streaming mainly on Twitch. I actually do quite a bit of that. Wait, hold on. Whoa. There's a defile in there. I don't know. It just took me just till now to register that. Damn. Okay. JDX, how you doing, man? I know, it'll be so cool. I hope we also get to see, like, you know, just a lot of the characters we haven't got to see in a while. Like Sherry. That other guy from RE6. Sheva. I mean, I know we're gonna see Sheva again in like the RE5 remake, which is inevitable. Another Hitman. It's about time I actually use this for a second. Kind of forget that I can phase walk sometimes. Get a bit of a speed boost. Look at that. If I can get a crit with this, doesn't it have like insane crit damage? Or is it just it's the accuracy? Look at that accuracy, 100 accuracy, just like perfect accuracy. Look at that. You could probably do some cool trick shots with this thing. It's just like if you're good sniper rifles and stuff. And trick shotting. Just because the accuracy like it's always gonna land where you know you want it to land. There's never any like unpredictability with it, you know, as long as you have the skill. Anyway, oh yeah, there's the Kraken in action again. All right, you need to open your mouth though, otherwise this is doing dog shit for damage. Oh, of course. You're standing behind your buddy. There we go. What even is my corrosive? That's fine. Works. Just need one more grenade. There we go. Does it regenerate? It looks like it kind of regenerates. What the fuck? I don't know. Trying to group them up a little bit here. Let's see if we can get these guys all together. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, shit. Get over here. That, you know, that'll work. That doesn't, unfortunately, do a lot of damage to these guys, though. Shit. Sometimes I just hate alphas in this game. You know? Not really. I mean, it's mainly like the badass alphas that I'm just such a pain in the ass sometimes. Thankfully, I've got this. Ooh. Oh, come on! Get in there. Yes. Nice. Because most of the time, you don't really do a ton of damage to them. Unless you hit their crit spot in their mouth, which sometimes it's, you know, they're very finicky when it comes to like opening their mouth. Again, mainly just on the badass ones. They're usually pretty tanky. on. Stuck. What am I stuck on? Just some skags, I guess? Now, where is that turret at? Let's see if we can get that from here. Where's the hitman? Is there a... I can't remember. Is there a guy on this? Or is it just an automatic turret? I think it's just an automatic one. Yeah, I don't think it's... Where is the crit spot on these turrets? I remember there's a crit spot. I think it's on the side. Isn't there a crit spot on these things? Swear to God. Or is it that? Where's the crit spot on these fucking turrets, man? Whoa! The fuck? Alright. It's like a fuel tank or something? I don't know. Oh, I agree, Keith. Yeah, I agree. It's like that IGN post recently. It's like, come on. The fuck? Is that a modded? Yes, it is. It is a modded Iridian weapon. Pretty much all the gear I'm using is quote-unquote modded, although I like to just, you know, I like to call it custom gear. I don't want to associate it with, you know, those modded weapons, if you know what I mean, like the stock weapons. I know some people like to assume that. Raging Sickle, Celestial Ray. And the sickle sounds kind of fun. Do I have the sickle? What was that noise? Oh yeah, I was looking for the sickle. Let's see. I'm sure I do. No, I don't. I kind of want to use this. Let's see, which one's the... That one's the one that has the melee damage. Okay, I'd rather use that. Look at that. Oh, yes. It's been too long since I've had a really fast shotgun like this. Look at that. Oh, that is fun. That is freaking fun, man. A warped ray. Ooh. And Sleep, I don't know if you're gonna watch this, man, but I know you're probably gonna, you know, message me and be like, hey, why aren't you picking up some of those Iridians? And, you know, I do recognize that I am missing some of them, and that's intentional. I'm mainly just gonna pick up the ones right now that are, you know, that I feel like I haven't really used, or maybe that, you know, that fit the situation better. I'm also just having a lot of fun with the weapons I'm currently using right now, you know. That's another thing. Where can I get that Hyperion shirt you're wearing? That's pretty cool. Oh, this shirt? Well, I don't even know if they still make it. I've had the shirt for like years now. But I just got on I think I just got on the official Gearbox like merch site. I don't know if it's still a thing. But I'm sure you can find like a, you know, a similar shirt online. Like there's probably a lot of different Hyperion shirts you can get now, even just from like, you know, like unofficial sites. Shit. Look at that. Just absolutely mowing these guys down. Mowing them down! Haha! I guess these guys respawned. You know what? That also reminds me, unless... Are they still over here? They probably are, right? Aren't they still fighting over here? Where's the Schrodinger, They should be over here. Oh, did they die? I think they died. Hold on, let's re-equip this. There we go. Imagine using like the Schrodinger with like the Miri grenade. It's having so many friendly NPCs. Alright, gonna toss a... That was a perfect place to throw a Kraken. Oh shit. Come on. God, this drift is so annoying. It is just... It's so annoying. I also don't know if I want to get another kind of cheap controller, though. You know, I might want to save for something better, but at the same time, I gotta do something about this drift. You know. Because like it's just, look at that. It's just like I barely do anything, and it's just, it's so bad. Who is shooting me? God, this thing is just too much fun. Wish we had shotguns as fun as this in the other games. I don't really feel like we've really had... I don't know, there's just something about the shotguns in this game that are just so fucking fun, man. Even like the slow ones. I feel like Borderlands 2 really fucked up on not having Vladoff shotguns. I'm trying to think if Borderlands 3 has Vladoff shotguns. I think it does, right? If not, that's stupid. I don't remember. It's been a while. And I know there is that, was it the Butcher in Borderlands 2 that's kind of automatic. That's like the only exception, as far as I know. But outside of that, you don't really have that in Borderlands 2. Kind of a shame. Shotguns are just not as cool in that game. At least in my opinion. Mr. Adventure, how you doing? Let's see. May as well. Well, I don't need to do that. I could just regenerate my health through phase walking. Don't need to waste money, even though money really is irrelevant at this point for me. Trying to get most out of every day. Well, that's good to hear. It's kind of what I'm trying to do as well. You know, I'm gonna go back here and loot this chest. Some of you might not even know there's a chest back here, but there is. Although I feel like it's probably pretty well known at this point that there is. There's a few secret chests I kind of want to cover in my top 5 obscure things you probably didn't know about in Borderlands series. But I just don't know if they're like obscure enough to be covered in there. Like there's that one in the that one Iridian area at the end of the game, or whatever it's called, right before final boss. There's like that secret chest up on the mountain side. Actually, I didn't even know about for a long time.
Maybe I got something for you.
But I don't know. Maybe it's more well known than I think it is. Hard to tell. Also, while we're down here, we may as well open this up. Just because, why not? It's just fun to do if I'm down here, you know? The lols.
All this stuff.
Firefly. Come on, something notable. Ooh. Bad. Did I already check this? Oh. I feel like I've had a lot of luck finding legendaries in the vending machines down here, or in the gun shop. Also, don't these guarantee... Oh, I thought they were those one lockers that guarantee, like, gear. For some reason, what? I swear. Or is that, I guess, maybe not. I know there's those ones in the caves over here, which I think that's where I'll go next. What time is it though? How long have I been in for? 44 minutes. I guess I could go do some crom racks now at this point. Or armory. Didn't just want to do this today. Wanted to kind of do some different stuff. What do you guys think though? It's up to you. You know, I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you think? Should I go do crom racks or armory? Should I keep doing this? I could also, I mentioned earlier as well that I was thinking about maybe farming for a hybrid too in this stream, just for lulz. So that's also a possibility. Like obviously I'd farm for one of the ones I don't have, maybe even the Dove Hornet, I don't know. I didn't know there's a chest there. Are you talking to the one I just showed in this DLC, or are you talking about the one that I mentioned? The other one I mentioned. Like I'd have to make like a poll or something, you know, and ask people like, do you know about this? Like how many people know about these chests? And see what people say, because like it's hard to like gauge, you know, if people know about these things or not. That's where I'm kind of stumped. I'm just like, is it obscure enough, you know? Like, because if there's a lot of people that don't, then it's like, okay, I'll cover that, you know. But there's also a chance that a lot of people do know about it, especially if it's something that I've known about for fucking ever, you know. Like, and I kind of just assume like, oh, maybe that's just like common knowledge at this point. But I know there is a lot of people that are always, you know, coming to this game, even still, that don't know. Down, 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 down. Man, the wind is insane. I remember trying to, let's see, trying a legendary, or finding a legendary in a locker near the area where you fight the Nox Trap. Yeah, see, those are the ones I was just talking about. But for some reason I thought there was those kind of lockers in the loot room back there, but I guess not. I don't know why. I was really convinced that there was, but apparently that's not a thing. I don't know why I thought that. It would have made sense though, like if they were, you know, if the lockers were like that in that room. Honestly, my favorite DLC for the Borderlands 1 is the Zombie Apocalypse. Yeah, the Jacob's Cove. That's one of my favorites as well. I love all the DLCs in this game. Even the Underdome, yes. I'm also kind of blinded by my nostalgia though, you know. I mean, the Underdome came out when I was a kid and I was like super into like the Horde mode. And I still am. I still love like that type of stuff, like, you know, Call of Duty Zombies or like Gears of War, Horde, or Halo Firefight, you know, stuff like that. But speaking of like zombies stuff, I've actually been playing through Dead Rising 2 recently again, and actually gonna try to finish it because I've never finished it before. Which is crazy because I'm such a big fan of that series. I just always sucked at the time limit that those games have. But now that I'm older, I think I'm able to like do it, even though it's still like a struggle for me. People complain about the time limit in Majora's Mask, but at least in that game you can like reset time as much as you need to. And Dead Rising 2, you can't do that. Like if you fuck yourself, you might have to end up starting over the whole fucking game. Like, that crazy. The chest in the oh, the chest, yeah, over here that I just showed, back behind here, yeah, it's pretty hidden.
Over here.
Ugh.
I need your help with something.
Fucking abomination. I can't believe that whole quest line, that really repetitive quest line, you know, that you have where you have to collect all those parts, gets you this. This is what you get. Like, come on. I hate that quest line. It's like one of the worst things. The Brains quest line's also repetitive, but at least that one's more enjoyable to do. This one's just... I hate collecting those parts, man. So annoying. We need some classic. Is you saying Left 4 Dead? I hate that about YouTube chat. I can't see the rest of your message. I think you're saying Left 4 Dead. God damn it. That drift though. I love Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's like one of my favorite game series ever. I have so many hours on Left 4 Dead 2. Like, almost probably as much as I do Borderlands. Like, how many hours I have in Borderlands? I think I have almost the amount. The same amount in Left 4 Dead. Like, if we're talking about, you know, not just Steam, but, like, on Xbox. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Oh. Phone's ringing. Yeah, the Underdome's also really fun if you have custom, like, these mods that I'm rocking, where you can, you know, farm enemies for gear, because it's like it's the perfect place. I mean, you kill a bunch of enemies, you know, and it makes it a lot more rewarding. Because I know that was one of the complaints about the Underdome, is that it's not very rewarding of a experience, which is true. Like, I totally get that. The game mostly just throws like whites and greens at you, maybe a legendary if you're lucky, but usually it's kind of shit. But for the most part, it's like whites and greens that the game just chucks at you at the end of a round, and it's very underwhelming. And it's only like a few. It's not like a loot explosion, which would be awesome. I know the Underdome 2.0 mod kind of fixes that. I need to do that again. That was a fun mod. You know what? I'm gonna go I'm gonna go farm Slither again, because let's do that. I haven't done that in like ever since that video. where I covered the Dove Hornet. And, you know, in case some of you don't know, I think I farmed Slither probably about like 3,000 times. I mean, I wasn't like fully keeping track, but I kind of had a, like, that's like a good estimate, I think. It's around there. That's how much I was farming Slither, and I never got the Dove Hornet. I ended up having to resort to having TCD give me one for the sake of the video, for the sake of my sanity, because I was losing my sanity at that point. I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna get this. It is taking way too long. Where do I even go? Is it the middle of nowhere, I think? And thankfully I'm playing as Lilith, which this should be quick. I also have a bunch of, you know, ways of speeding this up. I'm gonna whip out the Godspeed. Because I am sorry, I'm not gonna play by this game's rules for this. I really am not. I'm gonna use whatever I can to make this process just a little bit quicker. Because fuck Slither, man, honestly. Alright, come on out, bitch. I really need to equip like my best gear for this guy though, so that I can, you know, where I can kill him like really quickly. Oh, ah, triple cannon. At least I'm getting like stuff that's, you know, custom from it. Oh, that's another problem though, is when I quit out, it's like, it takes forever to load because it has to load all the custom gear. Even though I don't know why it does it, like it freezes when you quit, like that doesn't really make sense, but I agree. Some of the quests in this game are ridiculous. Like even the Brains quest is stupid, and I'm glad they didn't really bring that kind of stuff back in later games. Like I always hated those quests. Just because they're very repetitive for no reason. They just feel like they're dragging things out. You know, because they're not interesting. I mean, really, they're just like, go collect brains, and then go collect more brains, and it's just like it keeps increasing the amount that you need, and it's just like, oh my god. And then same with the claptrap parts, the same type of shit, you know. Hold on, I need to, let's see what else I got here. One shot, I wonder if the one shot would one shot him. I could try to use the eraser, but there's a chance that I'll lose this thing if I miss. Well, I mean, if I do miss, like I'll, like, 100% lose it. That's the drawback. Like, it'll insta-kill him, but also, like I said, if I miss, the weapon just disappears, so I don't know if I'm willing to risk that, especially with Slither because he's so small. Probably not a good idea. I don't know. What's a good weapon to use, guys? I could try the Bone Duster. I might do some craw. I don't know. Probably. I'm gonna do this for like a little bit, not that long. I kind of wish I had a character that didn't have custom stuff to do this on though, because it's like, you know, we have this long ass wait that I have to deal with whenever I quit. I never figure out how to make my backpack in Borderlands 1 more than 51. I know there's a way to get SDUs in playthrough 2, but it's like random. Like the claptraps that give you SDUs in playthrough 1, they also can give you them in playthrough 2. It's just, for some reason, I don't know why, but Gearbox decided to make that random. Like, you have a chance of getting them, and you have a chance of getting, like, a grenade mod or something like that, I think. Like, some gear instead, which is stupid. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So you actually have to, like, farm for the SDUs. And I think it's only some of them that could give you SDUs. It's not even all of them. Fucking blasted. I want someone to get a friend to join them in Borderlands 1 to do Cesspool and Firestone Coliseum. That's fun. I've actually done that before on stream a few times. I think maybe even in some of my videos as well. With TCD and stuff. Done that quite a bit before, actually. It's a lot of fun. Like, there'd be this, and some of you might remember this maybe, but with the Obliterator, what we would do is we would go to that Iridian arena, the one that's just on that plateau where you can fall off, and we would all equip the Obliterator and a that one shield. Fuck, what was it called? Do I have one? Let's see. I don't think I have one. It's the one that's like explosive resistant, and we would launch each other. Like, you know, with the, because the Obliterator, its special effect is it has a chance to shoot like a barrage of longbow grenades at the, you know, at the enemy. And if we all had the explosive resistant shield, we wouldn't take damage, but we would fucking, like, we would be able to slingshot each other around, like, really fucking far. And we would, that would be like the thing that we would do. That's how we would try to kill each other in the arena, is we would try to launch each other off. Like, you know, whoever can get that thing to proc and get those longbows to hit first probably is going to win. But there's also a chance that you might be able to recover if you get hit with the longbows. Like, there was some really clutch moments there. It was really fun. I'll have to do that again. It's just unfortunately getting this game to run, you know, like doing co-op with friends with the mods enabled can be kind of a bitch to set up. There's a lot of problems that can happen there. Oh! That was sick. As soon as he jumped at me, it just fucking blasted him, dude. That was sick. That was awesome. My first video on the Ajax Ogre. Oh god, I know that hasn't aged very well. I'd love to remaster some of those old guides. I just, I don't know. Some of my old guides just are not. And I gotta remember, like, I made those back in, like, 2013 and shit. Like, that's how far back my YouTube channel goes. So, I was very young, very inexperienced, and, yeah. So it makes sense why things were maybe not, you know, like they didn't age very well, at least compared to the stuff now, you know. And it makes sense why I would look back on those and be like, oh, yikes, you know. I'm sure a lot of other content creators do that though when they look back at their old stuff. They're just like, oh god. Oh fuck. No, I don't want the Dune Scythed. Why does Slither have to be so damn small? I mean, it'd be nice to at least get the dove. Maybe if I just get a dove, I'll just move on. We'll just see. Because again, that is the one thing that is such a pain in the ass about this farm. Is that not only do you have to get the dove hornet, okay, but you have to get the dove, which dove isn't a guaranteed spawn, as you're probably, you know, you're probably established at this point. It's a chance, and it's a very low chance of that. I mean, it's not like super low, like, but it's definitely uncommon. So you have an uncommon drop, and then you have to have the special part on said uncommon drop, and it's just like the fucking chances of getting it is just really extremely low. To the point where it's just like, oh my god. Like, it makes sense why I almost lost my mind doing this before. Whoa. Felt like I had like a speed boost for a second there. Maybe it's just me. Alright, so they're... I also hate when he spawns. You can't really see because it's like there's that little explosion that happens. There we go. Nothing. And I know getting this thing to spawn from the mission reward is a lot easier, but that obviously isn't the way that I, you know, the preferable way that you want to do it, because the problem with the mission reward farm is that that doesn't scale to your level. Like, that's not going to be max level. I don't think. I don't think there's a way that you can manipulate the game into giving you at max level. I don't think there is. So the only way that you can get at max level is doing it like this, unless you know, use Willow Tree or something, or have somebody give you one. I don't know. Which is what I had to resort to for my guide, because like I said, I really tried. I really tried for you guys. I tried my hardest. I was spending hours and days just trying to get it. But I couldn't take it. But it's been so long since then that, you know, it's something I don't mind as much, especially if I'm just doing it, like, just for lulz, like I'm doing here. Because for that, like, I was trying to get it for a video, and my video was reliant on me getting it. At least up until I decided, like, fuck this, you know. But I was very determined, you know, to get it legit. Never could get it, man. I also purposefully avoided using, like, custom stuff. Like, I would drive there with just the default car. So the runs just took longer. I didn't use the Godspeed. I didn't use anything custom. I was kind of purposely making it so, like, you know, it looked as legit as possible, you know? And I didn't want to confuse anybody. I didn't want to, like, use the Godspeed and then have to, like, explain to people, this is the Godspeed, this is what I was using, it's custom gear, and, like, add that into the video. It's, like, unnecessary, you know? Like, obviously, I want to, you know, try to get the thing, in a way that's... Oh, ew! God! That was terrifying. Oh, wait, did I get it? Did I get the dove? No. For whatever reason, I noticed, though, is that if you need Iridian weapons, just like vanilla Iridian gear, like, Slither, for some reason, has a decent chance of dropping those. I don't know why. So... that's just a kind of funny little thing. I noticed that when I was farming him before too. I was like, I just would get like so many Iridian drops. It's crazy. Have you tried the new the Iridian overhaul update? Damn, dude, that's insane. I actually, yeah, I was just doing that just before this. I was farming for some Iridian gear and Arsenal gear. I didn't get anything too crazy though, no legendaries or pearls, but dude, that's insane. No, I haven't even seen a pearl yet from the Iridian mods. I'm jealous. I'm freaking jealous, man. Ah, that's, yeah. I can tell. Out of experience as well, like that because again, I haven't seen one yet. I've seen several legendaries at this point, but I haven't seen a single Iridian pearl from the mods. And I've been farming quite a bit ever since it came out. So They're really rare. Definitely agree with you there. Alright, come on. Where you at? There you are. Look at that, another Iridian. No dove though, of course. No, I haven't played it. Played games for like over 10 years. And one day I said, back in the game, weird enough, this was the game I chose, like a lot of people do. Oh shit, so you hadn't played games in 10 years, and then you're like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna play some games, and I'm gonna choose Borderlands as like the first thing I do. Is that basically what you're trying to say? That's crazy. I got a legendary shield called the Second Sin. The second skin. It looks cool as fuck. Oh man, that's awesome. Have I even gotten any Iridian shields yet from the mod? I swear I have, but maybe I haven't. I gotta do some more farming. Maybe the next stream I'll just fully dedicate to, you know, trying to get some Iridian stuff. So I really at least want to get a pearl, like just I'll take a single pearl, you know? Shit. Come on. There we go. Just so I can say I got one. Fuck you guys. I was really hoping that would happen. That would proc. That was perfect. That's why I stood back like that. I was just trying to, you know, get them all in the blast. But I didn't know if it was going to proc, so that was cool that it did. Anyway, I don't know if you guys are actually enjoying this farm. Like I said, it might be kind of boring. It's one thing I was worried about going into this, but I thought I'd do it just for a minute. I mean, I'm actually kind of having fun. It's a lot more enjoyable to do on stream, and also to just do it with, you know, like letting myself use the Godspeed and custom gear to make the farm just a little bit easier. And it crashed for some reason. Game has been crashing lately a lot. I don't know why. Probably has something to do with the mods or something. Trying to get one of the new artifacts sleep added. I got one legendary artifact so far. Yeah, I've gotten a few non-legendary ones, and they're really awesome. Like, the effects are actually pretty insane on some of them. Yes, I am farming the Dove Hornet, just for fun, just for a little bit. I'm just doing random fucking farming in this stream, you know, just farming a bunch of different random shit. After this, I'll probably maybe do like a Cromrax run or two, and then be done. I don't know. Or an army run or two. That's why in the title, you know, it says Borderlands farming shenanigans. So I knew I wanted to farm stuff, I just didn't know exactly what, so I just opted to farm a bunch of different things. Yeah, I need to... I should do some more off-stream farming with the Iridian mod as well. I just think it's a lot more exciting though when I get those, like, you know, some of those things to drop for the first time on stream. Like, it's a lot more exciting, and people get to kind of see my reactions when I use it and get it. That's why it's like, you know, if I do off-stream farming, then you don't really get that as much, you know. Like, if I get something to drop that I've already seen off-stream, it's obviously not as cool. come on, bitch. Nothing? Doing this just really reminds me of how fucking not fun this farm is. I mean, it's just, it's fine. It's like I said, it's more fun to do on stream, but like, ugh. If I was doing this off stream, no way. There's no way I'd do it. The only like thing that makes this, you know, is making me want to do this, like I said, is just doing it on stream and having, like, you know, you guys to talk to. Because if I didn't have that, this would be miserable. Just because I've done this so many times before, and it's, yeah. I was going on a nostalgia trip and watching all the old abandoned Badlands videos you made. I remember the Spulker Crux hybrid. Oh yeah, yeah. I want to get that mod going again. I can't get it to work anymore though. Oh really? I wonder why. Like what problem are you running into? Because it should work. I mean, nothing really should have changed. It's not like the mod's been like updated or anything, you know, so. Oh! Oh, no, that was a different, I thought that was Slither, I just exploded. Oh. See, what, I don't know what is with Slither and dropping Iridians, but. Yeah. It's kind of annoying though, because like I see something with red text and I'm like, oh shit, it's the dove, but no, it's a fucking Iridian. It's not what I want. I'll have to get that working again, because I love that mod. I'm hoping I can get it to work. You know what mod I want to do a playthrough of, though, that I never successfully managed to do a playthrough of on my channel? Be on stream or on just like just the regular like Let's Play format? Is the Valley of Death. I love that mod. It's one of my favorites. If you guys haven't checked that out for yourselves, you should do yourself a favor and check it out. It's been updated since I last played, so it's a little bit more stable now, I think. I haven't actually tried it, but I know that the guy who made the mod, I think is, what was his name? Like Gitterman or something like that, I think. I don't remember. He's made the mod a lot more stable since I last tried it, because last time I actually tried to do it, I think it was like a Let's Play. And it's still up on the channel, by the way, if you guys want to check it out, but I wouldn't really do it, because unless you just want to see all the weird shit that happens. Because basically me and TCD, we tried to do it together, and it was like a disaster. I mean, like, I couldn't, things wouldn't load properly, like I couldn't see the enemies, I think was one of the problems, so it was basically just unplayable for me. But I still posted it anyway. I was just like, fuck this, you know? There was a little bit of enjoyment to be had from it, just from the weird shit that was in it, you know, but yeah. Outside of that, I've never done anything on that mod, which is kind of a crying shame, because it's a really good mod. It's one of my favorites for this game. Like I said, do yourself a favor, check it out. If you can't find it online, it's probably in the custom content collection on Steam, I would imagine. But I think it is up on Nexus. I swear, I think it is. Dude, I fucking... So I've been kind of like, all of a sudden into collecting PSP games. For some reason, I don't know why, I've just, you know, that's been my obsession lately. My hyperfixation. And, you know, I was like, you know, I should probably get a PSP, you know, so I can actually play these games. And I got one from somebody, and I should have probably spent a little bit more money. I think I got what I paid for, but at the same time, you know, you kind of expect the thing to work when you get it, you know, you should at least like expect it to work. But I got this PSP from this guy on eBay, and God, for one, it came like really, it was like really dirty when it came. It was like the guy never fucking cleaned it, which is like a pet peeve of mine. It's like, at least clean your thing before you send it to somebody. So that was just great. And then he also sent half the charger. Like he's like, you know, it comes with a charger, and then he sends like half of it. Like half of it's missing. The part that plugged into the wall. I'm just like, oh my, like what? And then it doesn't like you put the UMDs in it, and it doesn't run it. At least it didn't at first, but we eventually did get it to run it, but it would make this horrible scratching, like scraping sound when it ran shit. And we tried to like lubricate the disk drive and stuff. We couldn't get it to work. And every time we tried to lubricate it, it just wouldn't even run at all. Like the games, or it wouldn't detect the games at all. And then we cleaned it off, and then it would run them, but it would make the screeching sound again. So I eventually just ended up getting a refund, and thankfully the guy gave me a refund right away, even despite him not actually allowing for returns. For some reason, like, immediately gave me a refund, so I'm glad. And then I ended up just and the reason I got reminded is because on my phone it's telling me my order's on my way, and I got another PSP. This time I got one that's it's like a reshelled PSP 3000 that has like the Monster Hunter custom shell on it, because there is actually a custom Monster Hunter PSP, but this one's just a reshell of just a PSP 3000, just a regular PSP 3000 with like that, you know, custom shell on it. So it's not actually like an authentic Monster Hunter PSP, which is fine, because I've heard that one has problems with it. Like the screen has like weird problems. I don't remember exactly what, but so I just opted to get this, and from the reviews it sounds like it's actually going to be decent. I hope. Fuck. I hope it's going to be good quality. Because then before this whole situation I'm telling you guys about on eBay, I originally was trying to get a PSP from this guy on Facebook Marketplace, and this one was like a really good deal. I mean, it had like these two games. Like one of them was like Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. It was the second one. I don't remember what it's called, but that's actually kind of expensive. And it was like, it came with that and Little Big Planet and the PSP for like $120, which is a pretty good deal. But for some reason, like, I was like, okay, I want to buy this from this guy. I was like texting him like, I really want to buy this. Let's get this going. And he just would not like respond. It took like days for him to respond, and he finally responded. And it wasn't like anything, you know, it wasn't like, oh, let's meet up or blah, 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 or, you know, because I was trying to ask him if he could ship it. But then I was also like, okay, you know, if you can't do that, let's meet. And then he got back with me, and, you know, and asking me where my address was, or like just like what area I lived in. So like, you know, kind of acting like he's going to be able to ship the thing. But then after that, like, I waited like another, almost like a week. I think it ultimately was a week that I waited. I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to give up on this guy. Because he was not responding to me. It's like he didn't want his damn thing to be sold. And I think his, one of the things he said, like when he actually did finally get back to me, which was only the one time, by the way, he's like, oh, sorry, I haven't been checking my messages on here because this product isn't like getting much attention. But like, here I am over here, like, I want to fucking buy this from you, and like, you know, that would maybe warrant you to actually maybe check this more, you'd think. But no, I guess not. Even though it's like, I want to buy your thing, you know, like, it's a weird situation. Anyway, I thought I'd just tell you guys that. So that's kind of where I'm at with the whole PSP. So I'm really hoping this one is gonna work, and I'm hoping it's gonna be good, because I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of had it with this shit. I don't know why I've been, you know, having such a hard time getting a PSP. Either I try to get one and it doesn't work, or I get one and it's like shit. So yeah, hopefully third time's the charm, right? Man, this coffee is hot. I gotta turn this thing off. I've got like this mug warm over here, and I kind of left it on it for too long. Oh, there's the dove. And of course it's not the dove hornet, but at least I got one. Alright, now I'll move on. I just wanted to at least get the dove to drop, you know? But now I'll go do some Cromrax or Armory for a second. Which one do you guys want me to do, by the way? I'm only going to do one of them. Maybe I'll do Cromrax just because last time in the last stream on Twitch that I did last weekend, I got my ass whooped from Cromrax. Like, really bad. And I kind of want to maybe try to make up for that a little bit. Because that was embarrassing. So I think I'm going to go do some Cromrax for a second. Hopefully this time, you know, it'll be better. So I load in right, let's see, and I can walk for maybe a second before it crashes. I've tried to get it to load like 50 times. What? That's weird, dude. I'll have to try it. I think, you know, maybe I'll try to install that this weekend and see if I can get it to work. Because now I'm interested to see, yeah, if that's just like a general problem with it now for some reason. I don't know why. Do you have anything that might be like conflicting? You know, like with the map, with said map? Because that could also be a factor. Like any other mods or anything. Actually, why am I coming back here? I don't know. I just completely spaced it. I don't know what I'm doing. Now my mind's just in that farm slither mode, you know, so I'm just... Now I gotta snap out of it. Never played a PSP ever. Oh man. Dude, the PSP was so ahead of its time. Such an awesome little console. I mean, the Vita, like I have a Vita, which is kind of you'd think would make the PSP redundant, which it kind of does, because I also hacked my Vita, which means I can play PSP games on my Vita, and I have PSP games on my Vita. But for whatever reason, I'm like, you know, all of a sudden, I was like, okay, you know, I want to go and collect PSP games now for some reason, so that's where I'm at. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to collect the games for the console, I should probably get the console, right? Even though I don't even need to do that, because I have them on my Vita, and I could just play them for free. But here I am. I've just been all about collecting games and systems recently, and just been all about the retro collecting. Which has kind of been a problem, because I actually used to be pretty frugal when it comes to spending money. But ever since I started taking my antidepressant, my like I've had like a change in my mind where like I feel like I'm like, okay, I can maybe afford to spend more money now for some reason. Like my mind, like I'm not as frugal, which is actually a big problem. So it's either like I'm really frugal, or now I'm, now I'm just, there's nothing holding me back, which is, yeah, like both ways it's not ideal, but I think it's definitely more of a problem now that I'm, more okay with spending more money. Like I'd rather be frugal than not frugal, but unfortunately I need to take my antidepressant, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. Apologize for the dog barking in the background. It's my neighbor's dog barking. All I do is have a bunch of Oasis maps, the Iridian overhaul. Oh, excuse me, and the Arsenal. All you have to do is put the DLC file and load in slot 7, right? Yeah. I mean, the only thing that maybe... What other, like, how many other Oasis things do you have? Because that... Or mods. I mean, you could always just do a fresh install of the game, I notice, I've had that issue before where I've had a lot of stuff in this game, or maybe after a while, like, something, would be wrong, and then I would reinstall it, just kind of get a complete fresh install, just reinstall the mods, and it would be better. Well, I wouldn't actually get all the mods installed, but I would just, I would kind of start fresh a little bit. Because I used to actually have a lot of map mods for this game. But yeah. Ever since I had some issues, I've had some really, and it's hard to kind of go into detail because like some of these issues are, I don't really remember exactly what happened, but I just know I've run into some problems because I had a lot of stuff. And also I would try to do co-op with my friends, and there would be some conflicts, and we kind of like assumed maybe it was some of the maps, you know, because we'd have to kind of be on the same level, or we'd try to be on the same, you know, like we try to make our all of our files sync up, in that like we'd have the same mods and everything installed. That would be one of the things that we would try if we were having problems. So that's another issue, is doing co-op. There's a bunch of issues you can run into with that. And I've also just had some weird general crashes before. So it just helps from time to time to do that, I think. Alright, I also just want to do the armory. I'm just gonna go do the armory. Next time I'll do some chrome racks, I think. I don't know. It does bother me that I really just sucked last time. No! Oh! But I don't know if it bothers me enough to where I'm like, okay, I need to farm chrome racks right now. Because I really would just rather do the armory for a little bit. That's weird, man. I don't know. I don't know. You could always mention that in the Borderlands, like in my server, Discord server, and somebody might be able to help you there. Because, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I will get that mod going here, though, again. Because I also just want to play it again, you know? Now that we're talking about it, I'm like, man, I want to play that again. And I'm also curious to see if I'll have that same issue as you. Oh, really? That's strange. So it must just have to do with the mod. You did ask, but nobody knew. Oh. Hmm. That's very strange. That is very strange. I'm really hoping I don't end up running into the same issue. Because if I do, that means that it's like a problem that's just like a general problem with the mod. Alright, come on out, Ajax. Come on out, little bitch. No, I don't have the best weapons for this guy. Fuck. I'm too lazy to switch. Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. I really do think I will install it this weekend, and then next time I can, next time I stream or whatever, get back to you. Cause I might even like stream that next, if I can get it to work. Cause I really am curious now. Cause I hope I can get it to work, cause like that is one of my favorite mods. That would be really stupid if all of a sudden it just doesn't work for no reason. Cause that mod has not changed, as far as I know. Like, nothing has changed. I don't understand. That's why I find it to be very strange. Like, maybe it would make sense if there was an update. You know? But there hasn't been anything. There we go. Fishman, yeah, armory, whoa! How you doing, Fishman? Like the name, by the way. Also, like have how your profile picture is just a fish. Really? What? That's crazy, man. So your game just it loads it in for a second, and it actually like works for a second, right? Like you said, it just immediately kind of crashes with no error message, like shortly after you load in, which means it does work for a second. It's not like it can't load it, because it would, you know, if it couldn't load it, it would just crash during the loading screen, or the loading screen would freeze. Strange. You could also try, I don't know if you tried to like move it to a different slot in Oasis. I don't know if that would do anything. You can change like the slot that it I think is assigned to. You just change the name of the because it probably just says map slot 7, right? So you just change that to whatever the map slot you want it to be on, or to replace. So that's another thing you could try. I don't know if you've already done that, if that would even do anything, but maybe that might be worth checking out. Doing well, how about you? I'm doing pretty good, Fishman. I'm glad to hear you're doing well as well. All the wells. Alright. Oh shit. Okay, I should unequip this. This is terrible. Idea. There we go. Last thing I need is to be like bounced into the or launched into the room that I shouldn't be. A room that you do not go in. Because for whatever reason, when you use the Godspeed and you try to go through that little crack, it wigs out. That's why I always unequip the Godspeed if I have it on. It either freezes my PC or completely, or gives me an error. Oh, it actually does sometimes say that files are missing. Weird. Ah! Speaking of crashing, what the fuck? This game has just been randomly crashing for me. I don't know why. Like, I never have this. Just during the, like, just farming the armory? Like, what? General protection fault. Honestly, I wonder if it has to do with, like, one of the mods. It might have to do with, like, the Iridian / Arsenal. You could also try to play it without those mods installed. That might work. Then again, that sucks, though, because it's like if you have a character that has those said weapons and stuff from those mods, like, they would break those. So you'd have to do it like a different character, maybe. Which is annoying. It's not really the most ideal workaround. Especially because I know at least it works with the Arsenal. It could be the Iridian mod, though. I've noticed ever since I was installing that, I've had some more error messages, but that could just be a coincidence. It could just be... maybe it's my new PC. You know, it's having a harder time loading on my new, you know, fancy PC. I don't know. Yeah, it honestly might have to do with that. I'll have to maybe tell Sleep about that, because I don't really feel like it is just a coincidence. I feel like that it really might actually have to do with that, because I've just noticed that a lot more since I installed that mod. Maybe there's just too much the game is trying to load. Because those two mods, I mean, that, you know, it equals a lot of content. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to ask him. Because I've just been getting random crashes where like I normally wouldn't. And sometimes this game does crash, like once in a great while. A lot of games do that. But just like for no reason. But I feel like I've been having a lot more crashes. Even you, I mean, you guys have been seeing it too. Because like most of my crashes have been streamed live, you know. And like some of them make sense, like if I farm Crom Racks too much. But in this case, I mean, I'm just in the armory. And all of a sudden it crashes for no reason. Or like earlier it crashed for no reason too. Didn't it crash when I was farming Slither? Has it crashed 3 times this stream, or is that just 2 times? I don't remember. But it's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. It's not like a game breaking thing for me, but it's still really annoying. You know, especially if like, because the crashes are much like happening more frequently. That's definitely annoying. But anyway, I think I am just gonna leave off here, guys. I really wanted to do some armory farming, but it's not. Now I have to go all the way back to the damn armory. I need that mod that lets you just fast travel to any of the locations in the DLC, which I know there was already a mod that did that, but there's like a new mod now that lets you just do that from just the regular fast travel menu, which is nice. Now that the base maps are editable. Thanks to Yeti. But yeah, because like that would be really nice right now, just to be able to fast travel there, because fuck running all the way back there, that's the only thing. It's like and it's not like the stream, I mean, I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I think yeah, I've almost been going for like 2 hours now, so it really is not the end of the world, but it's still annoying, especially you guys like Fishman here, who was really excited to watch me do the armory. Fuck it, I guess we'll go back in. Maybe instead of the armory, though, I'll just loot like the loot room and the Tartar station a few times or something. Just because that's a lot easier to get to, quicker. I know there's no like lance chests and pearls to be had, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Leaves it on a little bit more of a positive note, you know? What? Like, did you drop your ironclad, or did you? Because you say you dropped an ironclad, or did you just like? Do you mean you got one to drop, like from a chest? Like you got one, or do you like accidentally drop your own ironclad that you had and then the game crash? I mean, either way, that's fucking stupid. But I feel like that's more, you know, that's definitely more annoying if like you dropped your own ironclad that you already had, and the game crashed. Yeah, that's frustrating. You got one, like you got one from the armory. Oh Lord. These people calling me right now. That is ridiculous timing. Wow. Yeesh. And I'm assuming like you didn't already have an ironclad on that character. Because if not, if you didn't, then that's painful. I swear I've had that happen before. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I've like lost loot before because the game crashes. I know that's happened to me before. Like I know for a fact. I just wish I could remember like a specific example. But I know how annoying that is. I'm just glad it didn't crash when it dropped 2 Iridium Mega Cannons in one day? Dude. That is insane. Where'd you get those?
Over here.
Over here, I need your help with something? She's just saying that, right?
Greetings.
Fuck you,
More
Tannis.
parts. We must have more parts.
Why is she doing that? Does she always do that? Was my game like glitched? Because she's acting like there's more part quests to do when there's not. Hmm. Dude, that is insane. Holy hell. I know the Mega Cannon, isn't that like the rarest one to get, or like out of the 3 different legendary Iridians? I think it is. Regardless though, that's crazy, because that is definitely a rare drop. Savior. Ooh, look at that. Nice. 2 defilers right next to each other in the same chest. That's always cool. It's always cool to get like several legendaries in the same chest. Wait, did I open them all? I think so. DJD! I love Borderlands 2. How are you doing, man? Wish I could calculate how rare that was. Oh, dude, that's... I've never had that happen. Like, that's insanely rare. Like, even if it wasn't in the same run, just having it in the same session. Because I'm assuming it was like the same, like, session, or not like in the same run, I mean. But, like, yeah, even if it was different runs, and it's the same day, that's crazy. And the fact that like you got 2 Iridian Mega Cannons, so just happened to get 2 of them. Like, which, you know, might be disappointing in the fact that, you know, it's like, oh god, I just got one, but like just the fact that you got 2 extremely rare weapons like that back to back basically is like kind of makes up for that a little bit, you know? Like, what are the chances? But then there's one thing I love about Borderlands, man. It's just shit like that. When that happens, man, it's just... Like, when I got the Reaper to drop from a Skag, or when me and TCD and I got the Reaper to drop from a Skag, that was a moment I'll never forget, man. It's stuff like that that just makes me love this game, and makes me keep playing it for moments like that. Borderlands 1 is full of stuff like that too. I just feel like loot's a lot more exciting to get in this game versus like later games. Because, you know, people always are like, oh, legendaries are so common in this game. I mean, a lot of people would say that before Borderlands 3 came out, but then, you know, obviously Borderlands 3 came out, and that's like... Yeah, I mean, that game took legendaries being common to a whole other level. But really, like, in this game, part of why, you know, I think a good, you know, and well, legendaries, honestly, like, people say that, but I don't think they're that common. I mean, yeah, if you farm, like, the armory or doing, you know, you farm this, you have a decent chance of getting them. But it's not like Borderlands 3, where, like, you know, you get, like, you're almost guaranteed a legendary if you kill a badass. Or even several of them. I mean, that again, that game just took it to the next level. But again, part of why it works in this game, regardless, is the fact that the, you know, that even if you get a legendary, there's a really good chance that that legendary is not going to be good. You know, that it's going to be pretty shit. And thus meaning that you are probably going to want to find a better one, you know. So whereas in the later games, like in Borderlands 2 for example, maybe even Borderlands 3, I'm not really sure about Borderlands 3 as much, but Borderlands 2, if you find a legendary in that game, like an Unkempt Herald, you're set. You don't need to get another Unkempt Herald. I mean, yeah, you could maybe get a slightly better prefix, maybe slightly better parts, but the parts, like the stat changes are so small that it really isn't going to do much. That it's not going to make that much of a difference, you know? Like, you're set. If you find one, even if it's, like, not the most ideal one, it's still an Unkempt Herald at the end of the day, and... yeah, I mean, like I said, you're set. Whereas in this game, if you find... hell, even a Reaper. You could find a really shit Reaper. And, yeah, and that's like one of the hardest weapons to get in this game. But even like the most common weapon, like fucking like an equalizer or something, like there's so many times where you're gonna find a really garbage equalizer. I feel like most of the time I find an equalizer, it's not a really good equalizer, despite it being like one of the more common legendaries that I find. So it just kind of keeps you, you know, like, for me, it's that satisfaction of finding not only a legendary or a pearl or whatever, it's finding like a good one. Or even getting it from like a rare source, like a skag, like for example, you know, again, going back to the whole Reaper from a skag thing, like that's insane, because you not only do you have a Reaper dropping from a skag, which the Reaper by itself is extremely rare, but you have it dropping from a common enemy in the game, which is also really rare. So tying those together, it's like the drop rates are so minuscule. Yeah. And it's stuff like that that I live for. Even if the Reaper isn't that great, which the Reaper I think was actually decent. It wasn't like perfect part combination or anything, but I think it was pretty decent. So that's one thing I like about this game versus the other games, is how you're incentivized to like not only farm for, you know, those legendaries and pearlescence and stuff, but you're incentivized to get the best versions of those weapons / gear that you can. Or at least, you know, that's how it is for me. Because yeah, it's cool and all when you get like a, you know, for example, when you get an Unkempt Herald from in Borderlands 2 for the first time, but like the satisfaction quickly wears off. Because I mean, you're never ever really incentivized to farm for that weapon again. And it also helps that this game doesn't have dedicated drops, which I just think makes it more satisfying when you get the said thing that you want. So That's why I'm not a big fan of dedicated drops. I can see why people may, enjoy them. Because it's like, oh yeah, if you want a specific legendary, then you can farm for said specific legendary. But it kind of takes away from some of the satisfaction of getting it. Because you're like, oh, at the end of the day, you're going to get that at some point, and it just... Yeah. That takes away from the excitement when you finally do get it. Unless maybe you were doing it, you were farming it for like an extremely long period of time. But I like that in this game as well. When you like, not only do you get or for example, right, like me farming the tsunami or trying to get a decent tsunami in this game, like my journey to getting that tsunami was filled with me getting all sorts of other cool shit, because I wasn't just specifically farming for the tsunami. Like I was, basically, I mean, I had to farm for, in order to get the tsunami, I had to, probably get a bunch of other stuff at the same time, like other legendaries and pearls and stuff. Because the drop rates, there's no dedicated drops, meaning that, the game's going to throw me probably a bunch of other shit, Which is cool. So it makes that journey more exciting, whereas once you, if you're farming for, like, for example, just a singular legendary from a specific enemy, it kind of gets boring because you don't have that, I mean, I guess there's a chance that you might get a world drop or something, but
Hey, over here.
the chances of that are very slim. Like, it may as well not even be a thing. And world drops in Borderlands 2 are by far the most cool thing because they're just so rare and unexpected. And it's like, oh shit, like I'm getting, I got an unkempt turtle from a fucking garbage can. Like, holy hell. Whereas, getting it from Savage Lee is not even nearly as cool. That's like the generic method of getting it, but if you get it from something like really unexpected and random, that makes it a lot cooler. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm making a lot of sense here. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job at making a point. I don't know. This is just my opinion, though. I like I said, I can see why people enjoy dedicated drops, especially if they don't have all the time in the world to get something. But I just, as somebody who's done a lot of dedicated drop farming in the past, yeah, it's just, I know how it is, Like, at least the farms in this game are pretty exciting for the most part. Like, even if you're going for something specific, like the tsunami, for example, there's a decent chance that you might find something even crazier than a tsunami, or something that you've maybe been wanting that's, like, for example, I don't know, you might just so happen to find a Reaper that's like perfect power combination. I mean, that's like obviously really insane, but I'm just saying, like, that's a possibility. You can't rule that out.
Do these teeth make my gums?
That is something that can happen, which just makes the farm more eventful, Even if it's nothing that insane, like, there's just a chance, like, maybe you'd find another perfect part combination legendary, or something else that you might be looking for. Which I feel like in this game, you're always looking for stuff. Because with how the part system is, like I said, you're gonna find a lot of legendaries that aren't that amazing, so that's why getting more of the same legendary is actually a good thing, because there's a chance that it's gonna going to be a better version of the said legendary that you already have or have found before. And that's always cool.
All this stuff.
Anyway, I'm just going to do one more run of this, and I think I'm going to be done. I know it's not the armory, but hopefully you guys have been enjoying it nonetheless. I still think it's fun to do, you know, to farm this. Even if you don't get pearlescence, it's still cool. It really is like a lazy man's armory. If you're like me and you just don't feel like going all the way to the armory, you just want to get some, you know, just get some gear, have that satisfaction of maybe getting some decent. I don't know. It's a good way to go. Despite not, again, being able to get pearls. One drawback, but it's a quick and easy farm, you know. That shirt is so sick. I appreciate it, man.
What do you need, an invitation?
I've had this shirt for ages. But somebody actually asked me earlier where I got it, and I'm pretty sure I got it from the official Gearbox merch website. But that was years ago, so I don't know if they still have this design anymore. Honestly, I don't know how many people have gotten Firebomb. That's a good question. I feel like, despite the Mega Cannon apparently being the most rare, I feel like the other ones are a little bit more rare, but at least for me. Or was it the Mega Cannon that's like the least rare? I don't know. I just know all of them are exceptionally hard to find. But I swear one of them stood out as being like the hardest to find. Oh, you should, Keith. Fireball. Yeah, the Fireball is another rare one. Despite it not being legendary. I think that's the blue one, right? Enjoyed it. Good night. Hey, you too. You too, Keith. Thanks for coming in, by the way, man. I actually am just going to leave off here, though. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Interest? I don't think so. That was a lot of fun, though. I'm glad I, you know, could at least have a better end of the stream than, you know, if I would have just have left off earlier when it crashed. So even if I didn't get anything too spectacular, it's still fun to do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Great to have all you guys and talk to all of you. Probably gonna stream either next weekend or the weekend after. We'll just see if this next weekend or this next week's gonna be crazy for me. I have a lot of stuff, some pretty stressful things happening this next week, so we'll just see how I feel at the end of the week. But if not, you guys can figure the next week. So I'm just letting you know now because I don't know what's gonna happen. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all on the next one. Y'all take care.